There's a kind of quiet reverence in the way people talk about tanning, like it's something older than time, something woven into the fabric of survival and sustenance.
In some cultures, the skin isn't just a surface. It's a map of history, a testament to the sun's touch, a silent chronicle of life in the open. What they call tanning isn't just about the sun. It's a ritual, a process of transformation, of turning the raw into the refined. This isn't a quick fix or a modern shortcut. It's a way of being, a way of living that asks for stillness, for trust, for patience. In this moment, the sun isn't just warming the skin, it's warming the soul. A slow, sacred kind of heat. So what exactly are we talking about? Teff is not just a grain, it's a cultural anchor, a symbol of resilience and sustenance for generations. This isn't about quick fixes or trends. It's about a method passed down through time, refined by patience and care, not haste. It's not about speed, but about precision. Every grain matters. Every step is deliberate. Every movement is a tribute to tradition. This is more than a method. It's a way of life, a way of remembering, a way of staying rooted in the soil of one's heritage. So when we talk about Teff's traditional tanning technique, we're not just talking about a process. We're talking about history, identity, and a deep, quiet respect for the past. Teff's method isn't just about beauty. It's about history, about how people have always found ways to exist in the world with dignity and grace. When you look at his work, you're not just seeing skin. You're seeing a language, a way of marking time and place that has endured for generations. There is a quiet power in knowing that this technique is more than skin. It's a testament to survival, to resilience, to the art of living in harmony with nature. To ignore this is to miss a part of our shared human story, one that's been passed down through generations, not just as craft, but as care. In a world that often values speed over substance, Teff's technique reminds us that there is beauty in patience and meaning in method. The first records of Teff date back to ancient times, carved into the stone of Ethiopia's highlands. It was more than food, it was sustenance, a symbol of resilience, and a pillar of survival. As empires rose and fell, Teff remained a staple, passed from hand to hand, from generation to generation. It was the grain of the poor, the grain of the people. In the 19th century, Teff was known across the continent, traded along caravan routes and carried by ships. It was a grain of connection, a bridge between cultures. By the mid-20th century, Teff had become a symbol of identity and pride, a crop that thrived where others failed, and a testament to the strength of the land and its people. Today, Teff is more than a grain. It's a legacy, a memory, and a promise. It carries the weight of history and the hope of the future. Teff's tanning technique isn't about speed or flash. It's about patience, like waiting for the sun to gently warm your skin, one ray at a time. He doesn't rush the process. He lets the light do the work, like a slow, steady drip of honey. Sweet, but not overwhelming. Teff believes in listening to your skin, not pushing it. It's like learning to read the quiet language of your own body. This isn't just about skin. It's about being present, about honoring the natural rhythm of light and life. The first step begins with the preparation of the space. A quiet, undisturbed area where time feels suspended and the mind is free to focus on the process ahead. The materials are arranged with care, each item placed for purpose and precision, reflecting both function and reverence for the craft. A small cloth is folded with deliberate hands, its texture rough, yet soft, ready to cradle the teff as it is transformed through the process. The teff is poured into the bowl with a gentle hand, the grains cascading in slow motion, each grain a tiny seed of potential. The moment is held in stillness, a quiet reverence for the beginning of something ancient, something sacred, something truly traditional. The second step begins with the slow, deliberate application of the tanning medium, a ritual that requires both precision and patience. It is not a hasty process, but a mindful one, where every stroke is intentional. The oil is not just a tool. It is an extension of the body's own rhythms, a way of honoring the skin's natural cycle. It is applied with a rhythm that feels both ancient and modern. The application is done in layers, each one allowing the previous to absorb fully. This is where the technique reveals its depth. Layer by layer, the skin transforms in a quiet, unspoken way. The result is a deep, natural glow that does not overpower, but enhances. It is not artificial, but a reflection of the body's own resilience and beauty. This step is not just about the final appearance. It is about the process, the quiet act of care and respect for the body, and the way it becomes part of the self. Now comes the moment where precision meets patience. With the Teff grain still warm, you gently rotate it in your palm, allowing the natural oils to settle into the fabric's fibers. This isn't just a movement. It's a ritual. The grain is allowed to rest, not just physically, but in the quiet space between action and result, where transformation begins. As the grain sits, the air around it becomes still, almost sacred. It's in this silence that the grain begins to absorb the subtle warmth of the day, preparing for the final stage of its journey. This is the turning point, where the grain is no longer just a material, but a vessel for intention and care. It's in this moment that the tanning process becomes more than a technique. It becomes an offering. The twist is not just physical. It's symbolic. It's a gesture of respect for the grain, for the land, for the tradition that has carried this method through generations. The process begins with a unique interplay of light and matter, where the sun's rays interact with the surface of the skin in a way that's both ancient and precise. This interaction is not random. It's governed by the physics of absorption and reflection, with melanin acting as both a shield and a signal. Teff's tanning technique is like the slow, steady drip of water carving a canyon. It doesn't rush, it doesn't shout, it just persists. You don't see the change right away, but over time, the color deepens, like the weight of years etched into the earth itself. Teff's method doesn't demand attention. It just exists, like the quiet hum of a river, reliable and unpretentious. So when you apply his tanning method, you're not chasing a glow. You're embracing the slow, honest beauty of becoming. Before you go, if you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And tell us in the comments what you'd like us to make next. We read every single one. Thank you so much for watching. Comment this emoji if you made it to the end.